Truckers X TV on air. We are now live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. In the previous episode, we went investigating the crime scene, the High Priestess house, and asked Maya what she thought would happen. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we'll try to see where Mr. Datz the Rebel is right now. So do me a favor right now, make sure to hit that like button, and your support is greatly appreciated to the channel. So now, examine, and that manhole cover. It's open. Whoa! What is it, Shadow? Did he sniff out someone or something in the manhole? I wonder. Could Shadow track Mr. Rebel if he had something with the Rebel scent on it? I don't know. I feel like I got something with a Mr. Rebel scent on it. Something he might have touched. And we're supposed to give it to Albie, right? What do we got? 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 What do we have? What do we have? Dissent. Present. Newspaper. Autopsy. Sanctum. Statement. Dissent. What do we have? The most I can think of is the parachute, but no, that's not it. Oh, the freaking letter! Do we still have the letter? Do we still have the letter? Do we still have the letter? I don't think we still have the letter. I do not think we still have the letter. Oh, the warning, here we go. Is this some sort of new tourist souvenir? Sorry, but no. Oh, sorry to be such a disappointment. That is not it! What the heck? I thought it has a scent. Or are we supposed to talk to the dog? I don't know. I got nothing. Talk? Okay, what am I supposed to present here? Brand new flag. How do you know it would be him? That's the thing! How do you know it's the freaking... How do you know it's his scent? New flag! We found the plaza. Devotion with the scribble at the usual spot. Bring grub, the key too. Here, Shadow, how about this? I hope it works. How do you know it was the flag? I think he picked up the scent. Shadow, here boy. You mind if I borrow Shadow for a bit? By all means. I had no idea you could do this. Yeah, go get him, boy. Your benevolence, I'm heading down the manhole now. It could be dangerous, so please wait here. Wait! Don't worry, I won't commit any of these misdeeds you're so worried about. That is not what I fear. There may be a vicious insurgent lurking down there. Oh, are you worried about me? No. I was simply wondering why would you go to such lengths into your investigation? After all, if you would simply withdraw from this case, they might commute your sentence. I'm doing this to prove Maya's innocence. But how can you... We have to go through this again. Do we have to go through this again? All we said is that we believe in her. That's all. What else do you want from us, woman? I mean, girl. You're still a teenager. Probably 15. I still haven't even looked up her age. But okay. Now, can we go? To what ends can we? That her benevolence, she... Lame brain, as she speaks. I'm trying to rap right now. Well, I'm going in. Let's go, Shadow. Be careful. Wait! Come back here! It's pitch black down here. I can't see a thing. Ah! Ah! He was knocked out. Great. Ugh! Ow! What happened? I went down into the manhole and then, what is this place? Oh, you finally came too! Ah! I remember that face anywhere! And that dragon symbol on his armband, that's the mark of the rebels. There can be no mistake, it's him! That's a rebel! That's a big spider right there. Yikes! Sorry I got a little rough with you back there. Thought you were the cops. Why you making that face? Hey, want an apple? Whew! I thought he was going to kill me. Where's Shadow? I'll pass on the apple, but thanks. I don't mind a good apple, but not right now. What is this place? This is the office of my brother-in-arms, Dirk. But right now, we're using it as a rebel safe house. Oh, great. Wait, back up a second. What kind of office is this exactly where a big old spider that comes back down and forth? A law office. What else? Really? Dirk used to be a lawyer? Yep, just like you. Khura'in's public enemy #1 is an ex-lawyer. Didn't see that coming. But I don't suppose I'll be coming around here anymore. You won't? Are you planning to flee or something? It's just, I want to get out of the rebel business. Tired of being hunted down by the cops and all that. So I came by today to pick up the last of my stuff. Really? I'm gonna sell Dirk's info to the Minister of Justice, then slip... Traitor! Wait a second. You're a key person of interest in this case. You can't go running off like that. Followed by didn't he say he's Dirk's right-hand man? Traitor. Relax, will you? I'll tell you whatever you need to know. Oh, and sorry about punching your lights out back there. My bad. So, Mr. Lawyer Man, what do you want to know? Tell me about the murders of the High Priest and Abonemi and Acolyte, whatever. Sure, I'll tell you whatever you want. I can. I don't know if I'll help much, but though, I mean, I'm not a rebel anymore, so... I wonder how true that really is. Great! This is a law office? Great. The High Priest's murder. Tell me everything you know about the High Priest's murder. Well, as you know, I don't remember much about that. I banged my head on a rock as soon as I parachuted into the Inner Sanctum. So when I told you I had nothing to do with his murder, I meant it. Why do I feel like I'm sounding like a freaking 1970s Chinese bad dub, English dub actor right now? Okay, then. Where were you when you came after banging your head? By the time I came to, it was already dawn. I must have been out of cold the whole time. So you didn't see the crime happen at all? You got that right. Then why did you say you did when you testified? About that. Since I didn't remember a thing, I was afraid I'd see some suspicious, so I came up with the whole story. Does he even realize how much trouble his big fat lie has caused me? Sorry for the trouble. It was definitely my bad. Oh my gosh. Oh god. He doesn't seem so very sorry to me. Why am I even laughing? Just seeing that, his face. What the heck? So the bottom line is you were at the scene of the crime but weren't involved in it. Got it. Dirk, the attorney. So, Dirk used to be a lawyer? Yep, he was forced to be reckoned with back when he was still practicing. He was a juggernaut of the law and as mighty as a dragon. He could strike terror into a prosecutor's heart just by glaring at him. People called him the Dragon's Glare. He even got criminals to confess and pass out with a well-blazed glare. You got to be kidding me. But most important of all, he would never surrender. He'd fight for the accused no matter how hard the odds were stacked against him. Is that what you mean by Will of the Dragon? Yep, that would be it. Actually, your work in court yesterday was mighty impressive too. You didn't give up, no matter how hard the beating you took. Not like Dirk, I might add. Oh, thanks. Even if a big part of that beating I took was because of you. Okay, all we can do now is just examine this place to the best of our ability, and we see he wants her dead. There's a knife driven deep into the foot of the queen. I guess the rebels really hate her. I better remember to stay on their good side. Okay, what's this? Incense and white flowers. The flowers are still fresh. They must have been put there maybe today or yesterday. Did you put these here, Mr. Rebel? Something wrong with flowers? Oh no! It's just a traditional thing here, Khura'in. Pay it no mind. Oh yeah, he's a paratrooper. That's why, a foreign paratrooper. That's right. That's where you get the lizards. This looks like a photo of Dirk and his compatriots, and here's one that looks really old. Wow, this was taken about 20 years ago. Oh. FYI, right now, during my summertime, I was just looking more into Apollo Justice, and I found out his biological father, and then, yeah, I'd rather not spoil myself, but this is what I get. Those are Dirk's sons. Those are Dirk's sons! Really? So this is the rebel Dirk in the center. He doesn't look so evil. And both of his sons look kind of familiar. The one on the left is Yudi. Oh, well you know that's Prosecutor Samadi. Prosecutor Samadi is Dirk's son? That he is. Yudi was once a rebel too. He used to really respect his old man, both as a father and as a lawyer. Then why he became a prosecutor? Being a lawyer in this kingdom is the same as signing your own death warrant. On account of the Defense Culpability Act, huh? Yeah, that's why you decided to be a prosecutor instead. He wanted to spark a revolution from the inside, so he dove right into the enemy's den. I would have never guessed, looking at him now. You can say that again. Dirk is battling the changed Khura'in's legal system. The will of the dragon spurs him on. We all thought Yudi was taking up the mantle to carry on that will too. We were sure he'd help out overthrow Garen one day, but as you see now, he now uses the law to her bidding. Dirk's been beside him. So he no longer carries the will of the dragon in him, huh? Wonder what happened between father and son for it to come to this. What about the other child in the photo? That's Dirk's adopted son, but he's gone back overseas. Adopted? His name's Apollo. Apollo? Wait a second. That bracelet! It really is Apollo! He was a rascal, that one, and his voice could shake the entire room. I imagine he's out there raising high hell somewhere. Haha, yes, I'm sure he's doing just fine. Considering how far he's come, Mr. Rebel description really doesn't do Apollo justice. Huh? Apollo! I've been watching you grow over these past 2 years. That's why I know you're ready. Why I know I can leave Tristan in the office to you. I believe in you, Apollo. Oh, it's a flashback. Thank you! I'll be fine. Everything will be fine! He's a responsible young man now. He never lost that loud voice, though. Okay, we found out the adopted son. What are these hanging here? Lizards? If so, they're pretty big. Those are sewer lizards. We call them because they live in the sewer. They grow bigger than your average lizard, which makes them fine eating. Wait, you eat these? What else could you do with them? Bait? Here, try one. Pass. I'll definitely pass. You're missing out. A fine treat, my man. Somehow, I think I'll live without it. Okay, what do we have here? You guys get electricity? Yeah, but the power goes out occasionally. That's pretty inconvenient. You're telling me sometimes it goes out for an entire day. What about the stuff in the refrigerator? Why don't you see it for yourself? Forget I asked. I'm afraid I'm what I might find. That explains why everything here and there. What's this thing with the dragon on it? Some kind of sign? Yep, That was his business sign back when this was Dirk's office. He used to be a lawyer. Oh, he used to be a lawyer, right? That he was, but it was a really long time ago. This place has seen better days, that's for sure. Well, I hope he can put his sign back up someday. I wouldn't hold my breath. Why is that? Did we unlock something else? Is that your coat, Mr. Rebel? Nah, it belongs to the rebel leader Dirk. It's pretty expensive. I like the color too. Wanna try it on? Really? You sure it's okay? Of course! Bet it will look great on you! Well then, don't mind if I do. Ow! It smells all moldy! I can't believe you fell for it! That thing's been hanging in forever! Note to self, don't trust this guy ever again. Is that a book? Is this a law book? A dragon's mark has been branded into the cover. That's Dirk's law book. Really? The leader of the rebels? Dirk? That's right! And that mark of the dragon is the emblem of the rebellion. The pages in this one section are really dirty. Must be the section of the Defense Culpability Act. Hey, added to the law court record. He must have done a ton of research on the Defense Culpability Act. He practically wore out the entire section. We're basically investigating this entire thing. I want to investigate that spider that's just hanging over there. There's a ladder leading underground. He must have brought me in through there. But there's no reason for me to leave just yet. I should see what else Mr. Rebel has to say. Check out the food though. There are bowls and platters on food here. They're still warm, as if it was all recently prepared. You must have a pretty big appetite, Mr. Rebel. Ah! Guys as big and strong as me? Got even bigger appetites, you know? But you just fled from the police. I don't know how you could eat this much after all that excitement. Sorry if I offended you. More apples. Appetizers, huh? Where's he getting all those apples from? Wanna join me, Mr. Lawyer Man? Got plenty of sewer lizards too. Thanks, but I already ate. Well, I gotta start packing. Who knows when they might catch up. Please wait, I still need to ask you something. Go ahead, shoot! What are you rebels trying to do? And why were you at the Inner Sanctum in the first place? We got something to talk about. Mr. Rebel's plan. Why were you at the Inner Sanctum on the day of the murder? Or more precisely, what were you trying to do there? I was trying to escape from prison, that's all. But that high priest was a fool for getting taken in by Dirk. He should have tried hightailing it out of Khura'in like I'm doing. Hello? Hello? Cyclops. Mr. Rebel's hiding something, but I won't know exactly until I undo the locks. What exactly are you trying to hide, Mr. Rebel? I'm not hiding anything. Nowhere, no how. I'll just have to use my Magatama on him then. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? He's hiding something.
Take that!
Oh yeah, shout out to, I'm trying to shout out right now. Shout out to Temmie, one of the subscribers, Temmie, for stating that the Cyclops came in Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney number 3, Justice for All. I really didn't like watch all gameplays of it. I seen the anime up to season 2. I just had the game number 3, like, I don't want to spoil myself, so I did not know about it, and then I saw the entire story on Apollo Justice and Dual Destinies, not really much towards the ending. So anyways, that's plan. I'm going to ask you again, why were you in Inner Sanctum at the day of the murder? Or precisely, what were you trying to do there? You can keep asking, but the answer's still the same. I was trying to escape from prison, that's all. But the High Priest was a fool. He fell for Dirk's line and sold his own country out. How can you say such things about him? He helped you escape, didn't he? Don't you even care about what happened to him? So let me process this. So the high priest was abetting a criminal, just an escape prisoner, just to get out then. Okay. He helped you escape, didn't he? Don't you even care about what happened to him? Nope. I was getting out of the rebellion anyway. He should have opened his eyes. We never stood a chance against the Garrett regiment. Hang on, do you really believe what you're saying? Oh, never mind, he's talking about... Didn't the high priest's death really hurt you on the inside? Like I just said, I couldn't care less about the whole thing. I beg to differ, this wouldn't be here in the room if you didn't feel a thing. What is it? I mean, we're not gonna get penalized for this, so we're gonna try and guess. This wouldn't be here in the room if you didn't feel a thing. In the room? What? Are we talking about the book? In this room?
Take that!
What does that have to do with anything? You don't know? Try looking deep into your heart. Yeah. Yeah, at least we don't get penalized, but what the heck he's trying to... I'm just making guesses right now. I beg to differ. What do we got? What do we got? This wouldn't be here in this room if you didn't feel a thing. If you didn't feel a thing. Oh.
Take that!
Because the flowers were the same, right? I heard these flowers are offered in memory of the dead here in Khura'in. The high priest's death hit you hard, so you've been grieving here alone, haven't you? Well... Oh! Those flowers don't mean anything. It's just Khura'in's way of saying goodbye. Why hide the fact that you're mourning his death? You're reading into this too much. I told you, I'm done with the rebellion. I haven't even heard from Dirk or the rest of them for a few days. And tomorrow I'm planning to kiss the kingdom goodbye. No, I know you've been in contact with the other rebels lately. And how exactly do you plan on proving that? Oh, we got this piece of evidence right here. Right here, nice and purple, with a writing on it. That is brand new. Okay, pink. Whatever. Magenta. I found this prayer flag at the Plaza of Devotion. You wrote a message on it and left it behind for your fellow rebels, didn't you? Oh. They brought this food for you at your request. Oh. So you're lying about leaving the rebels. You're still involved with Dirk and the rest of them, aren't you? Ah! 2 down. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? You're good, Mr. Lawyerman. I admit it. I requested grub. But I was just taking advantage of them, that's all. What do you mean? With my face plastered all over the place, I couldn't stay out of the open anymore. So I just took advantage of my former comrades for some grub and place to hide. I want to kiss the kingdom goodbye tomorrow. I'm not buying it. What happened to the wig and beard anyways? You're obviously lying, cause I could tell just by looking at you. The white-hot flames of revolution definitely still burn inside you. What? That's ridiculous. Those flames burned out a long time ago. What proves that the flames of revolution still burn inside you? What do we have to show? Trains bash, what else am I supposed to show? I would say this.
Take that!
Hey, I was right. Dirk's law book? I'm no lawyer, so what's that got to do with me? Look at this mark branded on the cover. This mark that stands for an unwavering commitment to the revolution. It is Dirk's way of representing the will of the dragon. Yeah, so what of it? You have the same mark on the scarf tied around your left arm. But you wouldn't be wearing that if you were no longer a rebel. I forgot to take it off, that's all. No, as a wanted man, that should have been the first thing you took off. The fact that you haven't hidden the mark yet proves you're still a rebel. Ah! Think what you want, but you don't know nothing about me. No, you're wrong. You wear your heart and your beliefs right on your sleeve, just like me. And this is what I believe in. Yo, if we had to show the attorney badge... Yeah, I believe we have to show the attorney badge. Because this is what Mr. Phoenix Wright believes in. Let's go.
Take that!
Hey, you were right! It processes all together. When a person's back against the wall, they always fall back on what they believe in. Just as I always believe I have my badge, you always have the will of the dragon with you. And what you risk your life for your beliefs? No, I wouldn't. No? No, because I want to be much use to my clients dead. Now admit it! You've never once thought about leaving the Divine Dragons, have you? That look in your eyes, it's just like Dirk's. Looks like you got the will of the dragon inside of you, too. Hey, unlock successful. Okay, now we unlocked it, so let's talk about the plan. I had planned to take you out if you turned out to be on the side of the royals. What? So if we were to side with her priestess herself, well, I think I can trust you. I can't believe I was that close to getting shanked here. It's like I said, I have no intention of leaving Dirk's group. In other words, you are testing me. You're a foreigner and lawyer who's been charged with abetting a criminal to boot. And I've seen a fair share of lawyers get pardoned after weeping at the feet of the queen. Well, I'm going to keep fighting to the end. Yeah, I can see that now. Sorry I ever doubted you. So what are you doing here anyway? I came to get a secret hideout key from a helper. A secret hideout? Yep. I was supposed to get my next order from Dirk there. But the town's swarming with cops saying the murder. Nothing I can do about that. What about the order Dirk was supposed to give you? Gotta have to abort that mission. Now I'm just lying low, waiting for the chance to make contact with Dirk again. Hey, why the long face? I thought you'd be able to tell me something about the High Priestess murder. So I started to disappoint you. Oh, I know. Let me make it up to you with this. What is it? This orb is actually a key. It opens a door to one of our secret hideouts. I can't say any more than that. Anyway, I hope it helps. This orb is a key? Yep, plus the hideout is in a totally unexpected location. And being that it's super secret, we couldn't have just any ordinary key. I see. Oh! It's the freaking bird's eye! It's the bird's eye right there! Maybe this will help me unravel the truth behind this case. Thanks. Don't mention it. Besides, you're a fellow brother in arms fighting the powers that be. If it'll help you, feel free to pick my brain a bit more. Oh, Lady Kita. Let's go. Everyone's been talking. How much more do we have? How much more do we have? We're in 27 minutes in the making. Is there anything else? We're all talking here and there. I guess we're gonna keep on going with this, maybe an hour long. Everyone's talking about the return of Lady Kita lately. Well, my friend Miles suspected of being the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kita. You wouldn't happen to know who she really is, though, would ya? Beats me, but whoever she is, she bushwhacked me and hauled me off to jail. But even worse, on top of attacking us and delivering us to the cops. She's been watching us like a hawk and framing us for different crimes. Watching you like a hawk, begging you for crimes. Why would anyone go all that trouble? Our kingdoms like to pretend that its people are free to think what they want. Because of that, the authorities can arrest you just for sympathizing with the rebellion. So they resort to framing people for things they didn't do. Then that Lady Kita figure is... Yep, she's just some lick spitter working for the Khura'in regiment. I still believe it's the widow. Oh, I'm not doing his voice. I am not doing his voice right now. It's a flashback. I don't want to do this. But I still say it's the widow right there. I still say it's the widow for some reason. So he was talking about Lady Kita then. Advanced combat skills, detailed surveillance, and clever setups. She's no amateur if you ask me. So you're saying the monarchy is using Lady Kita to secretly take out the rebels? Exactly! Khura'in regiment is using her control to people. So basically, if I say it's the widow, misbelieve herself, then she's taking out her own husband and an acolyte because they're hand-in-hand rebels. I have to unmask Lady Kita if I want to get anywhere. Goal of the revolution. Our goal? To get rid of that evil, no good Defense Culpability Act. I can tell just by looking at Dirk's law book. The DC Act has turned this kingdom into a corrupt cesspool, where false charges are overlooked, and prosecutors are the only ones here in court. It's been 23 years since it was first enacted. What happened 23 years ago to make this pass such a terrible law? The assassination of Queen Amara. That's where it all began. Okay, flashback to this. It was before Albie was born, but the Queen Amara, the previous queen, was assassinated. So either this queen was like her daughter or the next in line. That's the official line, but the official line. Those charges were completely trumped up. Dirk was framed, I'm telling ya. He was? Plus, Dirk was a lawyer. Once the people thought of a lawyer had killed the queen, they turned against all lawyers. And that's how the DC Act was first passed. So that's why there aren't any lawyers left in Khura'in. Even worse, it changed the significance of the divination seance. Oh, we're talking about that next. Great. In court, even before the DC Act? You bet they were! Lawyers and prosecutors used to hotly contest the insights that came out of the seances. You mean like what I've been doing? Right! It's like Dirk used to say. The royal priestess insights are just another piece of evidence. Right. I see what you mean about the significance of the divination seance changing. Yep, the insights became the only truth and arguing against them was banned. Like what we've been through? Like I said, it's just a flashback. I might not talk about this. From what I've seen, Rafa would agree with that. This kingdom is a shadow of its former self. It's become a dictatorship where the royals use the fear of trumped-up charges to rule. Yo, what if it's the queen? If she's a sister or a daughter, then probably explain it. And that's what Dirk's been rebelling against? Yep! All we want is to live a kingdom with a fair, impartial legal system. And there's only one way to make that come true. Overthrow the current regimen! So that's the truth behind the rebels. Well, PW, my friend, it's about time for me to get going. After all, I am the face of the Defiant Dragons. Ha! Hen! Jin! That's a rebel. You're not going to do that alley-oop thing again, are you? I was just getting to that. See you when I see ya. Alley-oop! Where's Shadow? Here, boy. Why does he have to jump like that before running off? Well, I guess we're friends now, but enough about that. I've already spent way too much time here. Let's head back. And then check out the Inner Sanctum again. May 11th. Khura'in Bazaar. How much time has passed? Is my question. Where's they keep the time codes? Phew! I finally got out of there. Mr. Wright! I'm so glad you're okay. I was so worried about you. Shadow, what happened to him anyway? He came out of the manhole about 5 minutes after you went in. Sorry he wasn't much help. Well, did you find anything of worth? Oh, I tripped and fell down there. I must have been out cold for a while. I better keep things to myself for now. I figure as much. I have to find that secret hideout Mr. Rebel was talking about. I should probably start with places that have something to do with the High Priest. Next up! The Inner Sanctum! That's the only most logical thing. Is there anything else? Hopefully it doesn't... Yeah, it should be at least under an hour. If I could speed things through. That's all. So let's go. Back at the Inner Sanctum. Her Holiness, Barbhead, you already searched here, did you not? Oh, I just thought I'd look around here again, you know, in case I missed something. I probably shouldn't tell her I'm looking for the secret rebel hideout. We have a saying back home, leave no stone unturned. Huh? Oh, yes. You cannot stop me, I know that. No, you don't. Actually, I don't have a clue. It's written all over your face. Okay, next up, examine this place again. I already searched, but let's take a closer look. No, at a different angle, at a different angle, at a different angle. Right there. Take a closer look. Point at the eye. This eye is missing. What are you doing? You must not touch that for no reason. Sorry. But that shape, I wonder. Take that! Hey, I was right. I knew it. What? She must be a louse for words, and that doesn't happen too often. But she has no other choice to come along with us. What is this place? Explain yourself at once, Barbhead! I don't think she's ready for the full story. I don't really know much myself, but it seems to be a secret rebel hideout. If I'm shocked there's a secret door here, I imagine that goes double for Rafa. She's actually cute when she's flustered. A rebel hideout in the Inner Sanctum. Somebody will pay for this. Well, for now, I think I'll have a look around. Wait! You must not enter before the police. Don't worry, I won't disturb anything. Or at least I'll try not to. Besides, with you watching over me, it should be fine, right? And, you see... Fine. Just please stop pleading your case. I can only stand so much lowly drivel. But I will be presenting all information gleaned from your efforts here to the police. Of course! Now, shall we? I will go no further. Oh, right. You're not supposed to come in contact with the taint of Lady Kita's battles. What the heck? Very good, Barbhead. I commend you for remembering. Oh, well, thank you! Wait, why am I thanking her? I may not be able to enter, but I will allow no misdeeds on your part. I will be watching you like a war bard from the entrance here. I told you, I'm not doing anything. I better hurry before she changes her mind. So now we can move or examine. Which one? Oh, we got a new option right now. And that's the rebel hideout. So let's check it out. To be honest, she is actually cute when she's flustered. Whoa! Secret hideout. I believe this is the sacred space that enshrines the source of the spring water. That makes sense. The rebels must have converted into a secret hideout. But what about the warbard revolving door? Well, search for my theory about the freaking thing to stab it with. I wonder if that too was originally intended to hide and protect this sacred place. To think those filthy rebels were scheming their schemes in most sacred space. It is a disgrace upon Khura'in itself. The Defiant Dragon shall pay for this. I suppose it's only natural that she be upset, but the investigation must go on. I think I'll start by taking a picture of this place. Good thing I brought a camera to snap some souvenir shots. Add it to the court record. Stop that! You must not take photos here without permission. Rafa's really fired up. She's sticking her head in as far as it will go. I guess she won't be tainted as long as she doesn't touch anything. Alright, let's see what this place has. Now, to search every nook and cranny. Barbhead! Just because it is hard for me to see your every move, do not use that excuse to touch and break things. I heard you the first time. Sheesh. Women these days. All we can do now is just examine this place. What is this? There's a Blump Punisher calendar here. Wait, it kind of makes sense! Because if Maya was there and the guy turned around, then that explains why that freaking woman was there! It all makes sense! Using the secret passage to... Yeah, I'll finish off next time. There's a Plum Punisher calendar here. Ah, now I understand. The villains in the Plum Punisher are based on the insurgents. Watching the— I doubt that's it. It kinda makes sense how she could sneak up him using the freaking secret base. Weapons, and lots of them too. We are lucky we found them before they could be used. Excellent work, Barbhead. Thanks! If the rebellion ever happens, I hope it's bloodless. Okay. So this is the water source that supplies the Inner Sanctum spring. It flows through the channel built into the floor before heading outside. Lady Kita uses this sacred water to wash the taint of battle from her body. It also is not red like the water in the spring. Okay. This one too? A large stone slab, shaped like a magatama. It looks rather unstable. I bet it'd tip over an earthquake. What's that earthy grass-like smell? It's the smell of the moss that covers the stone. Oh, so this is Shaggy Greenstump's boss. It looks like some moss about halfway up. What? I wonder why that is. One quick touch can't hurt, right? Whoa! The slab's starting to wobble. What is happening? What have you done to the sacred space? Nothing! All I did was nudge it a little. I knew it looked unstable. Probably best not to touch it again. How dare those filthy insurgents raise their banner amid such a sacred space? Barbhead, you must burn it at once! Didn't you tell me not to touch or damage anything? Huh, it's an exception. Very well, if you will not do it, then I will. Well, you're benevolent. I thought you were not supposed to come in here. To be honest, I definitely love it when she's flustered. For once, the strange customs of this kingdom are working in my favor. There's something under the banner. A microphone. What's this doing here? Was someone trying to record something with it? We checked it. Okay. Looks like an order from Dirk. What's this? Let me see that. I thought you're not supposed to touch anything in here. This is an exception. Now hand it over. Let's see. Oh, holy mother. What? What does it say? It's an order intended for that rebel named Datz. It reads, after the Wright, infiltrate the palace under the guise of returning Lady Kita's costume. What? And search for clues about the incident from 23 years ago. Dirk. 23 years ago? He means the assassination of Queen Amara. I wonder what the rebels are up to. It's intriguing and all, but it doesn't seem related to the case at hand. This will not do. I must warn my mother. Oh, this will not do. I must warn. Whatever. No need to do that. This order will never be carried out. Lady Kita's costume is still here, and Abbot Imi is no longer able to aid the rebels. I knew that. Nothing. Ooh. The statue door rotates when you pull this chain. I see. Then you must shut the door and destroy its mechanism. That will deprive the insurgents of access to this place. But wouldn't that trap me in here? Not to worry, I can come visit you once a year. She's actually serious. Anything else? The water? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Beeler? We checked everything that we could find. Anything? Oh, what's this? What's this? A blood stain? I should probably try to figure out what happened here. Do not tamper with any evidence before the police arrive. The police? Hey, that reminds me. Emma gave me something just 4 times like these. The Litnol. Here we go. Liminal. Testing fluid. Why did I say Lentinol? I don't know what that is. Liminal testing fluid glows in reaction even the tiniest traces of blood. So even it can detect areas where blood was wiped out. It might help us figure out what happened in here. Okay, time for science to do its thing. First, let me put this red tinted glasses on to see the luminous glow. When did you get glasses? Then I just touch wherever I want to spray this summon luminol. Areas where the blood will react to turning blue. Move the cursor. Touch? Touch. Touch. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going whatever right now. Huh? This is a huge bloodstain. Something big must have happened here. Perhaps the High Priest's blood flowed in there from the under-warboard statue. There was definitely a lot of blood here, but it's impossible to say much else at this point. Alright, luminal reactions don't show up in the photo. I'll just have to take some notes. That should do it. That's bad. I didn't notice before, but the bloodstain looks like it's smeared away in one place. Is it because the warboard revolving door passed over it? I still say she snuck in with that. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else I'm supposed to do here? Okay, investigate weapons, flag, water system, green object, clock. Clock? There's a clock? I don't see no clock. Oh, that's the clock. Look! What is it, Barbhead? It's a Plum Punisher clock. Why, I believe it's a limited edition promotional item given to the 15 lucky viewers. This rare item plays the Plum Punisher theme song every hour. Head over now, Barbhead! Ah! She snatched it away from me! No matter what she says, Rafa is definitely a huge fan. What a fine item. This switch, if I'm right... It's the Plum Punisher's theme song. Wow, I was about to turn on the music when I get it. Okay. The searchers used this room. Must be Plum Punisher fans. That may be so, but I don't see how it's relevant to this case. Well, I think that covers about everything here. Emma! Mr. Wright, you should have come here before the police. Sorry, but I was in a hurry. I didn't do anything I was supposed to. Her benevolence can attest to that. It is your fault for being so slow. I expect the police to work faster and more efficiently. Sorry. Well, Barbhead, have you not already seen enough? I guess it's about time I got back to the temple and go everything I've learned. Move. Temple. I still suggest it's the wife. May 11th. Temple. Welcome back, Mr. Wright. How'd it go? Unfortunately, I didn't find anything conclusive. No way! I do not understand, Barbhead. What don't you— Oh, if she has to go— Oh, why did you not commit any misdeeds during your investigation? After all, lawyers ply their trade primarily through insolent means and methods. What? Who told you that? My mother. Are you saying she was wrong? No. No, that cannot be. You must have committed some sort of misdeed right under my nose. If that were so, she wasted her whole day following me around. I believe it's if she's related to the previous queen, like they're sisters or something, then... Hello? Prosecutor Saimari has need of me. What's going on? I must go perform the divination seance for... Oh god. It is our custom for prosecution to review its contents before our trial begins. I see. The third time will be the charm. Ah, great. My insights will finally bring you to your knees tomorrow. And I will teach that neophyte practitioner a lesson. Looks like the royal priest is back with a vengeance. And we're gonna go through that divination seance again. I look forward to seeing you in court, your benevolence. Your overconfidence will be your downfall. You will not look so confident when I am finished with you tomorrow. Actually, I'm not really looking forward to seeing her tomorrow. especially without any solid evidence. Why don't we go over everything you know so far? Alright, let's see here. Acolyte Zella was killed during the riot with Lady Kira's dagger, and Maya's fingerprints were found on it. That doesn't sound very good. I know, it's the very definition of being up a creek without a paddle. The day before his murder, Zella enjoyed a meal with the High Priest, his wife, and Maya. I also learned about spirit channeling here in Khura'in. None of that sounds very helpful, but I did hear something interesting. The rebel hunting Lady Kira might be working with the Justice Minister. What? Really? Our kingdom is supposed to be ruled through faith and laws. We can't allow people to be controlled by fear and violence. Albie, that sounds like something a rebel might say. It does? But if that Lady Kira really is one of the minister's Inga's subordinates, that would exonerate Miss Maya. Unfortunately, I have no way of proving it in court. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, I almost forgot about the secret rebel hideout we found in the Inner Sanctum. There was a blood stain inside, but I don't know if or how it's connected to this case though. Wow, a secret room at the Inner Sanctum? That would be a huge hit with tourists. This kid really is an entrepreneur at heart. What I mean is the hideout could be important to your case. Maybe, but it's still too early to tell. Looks like I'm heading into court without any useful evidence. Well, we'll just have to pray something appears during tomorrow's trial. Princess Rayfa's divination seance might be my only hope. There could be some new information in it that might help. Divination seance? I thought it always works against accused. Not always. And here's flashback. The royal priestess insights are just another piece of evidence. Really? I never heard anyone say that before. It's hard to figure you out sometimes, sir. Divination seance work both ways before the DC Act. It's only now that people of Khura'in find it strange. Mr. Wright, I just want to say good luck tomorrow. Thanks. I can't afford to lose the next one. I've collected all sorts of information, but I haven't even started connecting the dots. If I could do that, I might have a shot at pulling off a win. Rayfa's insights will be the deciding factor. It's a huge gamble, but it's all I've got. And with that, we'll be starting out tomorrow's episode with day 2 of the trial. But furthermore, we'll be going right into the divination seance, straight up. That's the first thing we'll be doing, which I am not so happy about it. So anyways, make sure to hit that like button. Comment performance. If you're new, if you'd like to see, click the subscribe button. This is ShrugXXTV, and I'm signing out.